All right, so get this today's deep dive. It's a story so wild, it could be straight out of Hollywood. We're talking PayPal.
PayPal, huh?
Yeah. You know, the thing you use online all the time without even
Oh, yeah, of course. Who doesn't?
Right. But the journey
Yeah.
from terrible idea, Elon Musk's words, not mine, to an eBay essential,
Right.
way more exciting than you'd think.
You're telling me? What fascinates me is
Yeah.
the late 90s, it was the perfect storm. Internet was booming. But paying someone online, talk about the Wild West, slow, confusing, nobody trusted it. Something had to change.
And then in come these, unlikely heroes, right? You've got Max Levchin.
Oh, Lipton, yeah.
This guy goes from Chernobyl as a kid to, breathing code in America. Talk about driven.
It's an incredible story. And it highlights, a key thing about PayPal, the network effect. More people use it, the more valuable it becomes. Levchin and his partner, Peter Thiel, remember that name, it'll pop up. They knew they had to grow, and fast. Even if it meant, spending money like it was going out of style.
Hold on, back up a sec. How'd they even get people to use this thing? It was a totally new idea.
Okay, so picture this. .com, boom. Investors throwing money at anything remotely techie. PayPal, even beating money between Palm Pilots early on, remember those?
Vaguely.
Had that disruptive energy. But to really take off, they needed users. So free money for signing up, free money for referring friends.
Sounds insane now.
Crazy, right? But classic Silicon Valley.
So they were basically buying their way to the top. Risky.
Oh, absolutely. But there's a method to the madness, right? They knew. Enough users, they dominate. And that's when the profits roll in.
But wait, didn't Elon Musk, Mr. Change the World, have something to do with all this? I can't imagine him super stoked about, beaming a few bucks between clunky old PDAs.
Oh, Musk had bigger plans. X.com, his company. Supposed to be this all-in-one financial platform. Banking, investing, loans, the whole shebang. But even Musk admitted the simple stuff. Moving money between accounts, what people actually wanted.
So you've got PayPal, you've got X.com, practically neighbors, stumbling into the same space. And then, boom, rivalry is on it. Wasn't there a cake involved?
Oh, yeah, the cake. Wishing death upon the competition. Intense. Both laser-focused on that network effect, grabbing users, even operating at a loss, which...
Not exactly sustainable.
Exactly.
So how'd they survive?
Well, sometimes you get lucky. Or, perfect timing, enter eBay.
eBay. Like Beanie Babies and vintage lunchboxes eBay.
Exactly. Suddenly, massive online marketplace, tons of people who need a better way to pay each other. Neither PayPal nor X.com really thought about eBay at first.
But their users did.
Being
Talk about stumbling onto a gold mine.
Genius. Even if it was accidental.
Yeah.
Finding that killer app, in this case, eBay, can make all the difference. And for PayPal, total game changer.
Okay, but eBay gold rush aside, this still sounds like kind of messy. Merging two companies, especially with a rivalry like that, must have been nuts.
You're telling me. We're talking different cultures, different ways of doing things, and then trying to make two sets of code play nice. Tech nightmare. Our source mentioned unhooked phones, even a gun incident.
Whoa, seriously.
Wild, right? More like a startup horror story than, revolutionizing online payments.
And then you've got Elon Musk right in the thick of it, pushing his grand vision for X.com. I mean, the guy thinks big, we know that. But was it the right move for PayPal at the time?
$1 million question. Musk, the visionary, wants this all-encompassing financial platform, but the rest of the team focus on what was working. Moving money, securing those eBay transactions.
Because that's where the money was.
Exactly. That PayPal 2.0 thing, the fight over keeping the name X.com, symptoms of that clash.
And it all sounds like a huge gamble, especially since the dot-com bubble had,
Oh, totally imploded by that.
Right. Weren't investors freaking out?
Big time. Suddenly they want profits, and fast. And here's PayPal still spending like there's no tomorrow.
So something had to give. That's where the boardroom coup happens. Musk getting the boot on his honeymoon. Harsh.
Brutal, but probably necessary. Thiel takes over, tightens the belt, they start seeing green.
But I'm guessing that meant making some unpopular choices.
Like charging fees. Yeah, didn't go over well with everyone.
But you promised us free transactions forever.
Right. Something like that. But remember the network effect. They're IT for eBay. People could complain, but where else would they go?
Smart, even if it ruffled feathers.
Exactly. And they needed every penny. Fraudsters were having a field day.
Mickey Mouse getting a line of credit. I mean, that's hilarious, but
Right?
not for PayPal.
Not even slightly.
Yeah.
This is where Max Levchin, the coding whiz, really shines. He realizes fighting fraud isn't just about catching the bad guys after. It's about using data, algorithms. Stop it before it happens.
And that's how we got CAPTCHA.
Pretty much. Someone tries to give Mickey Mouse a loan, and bam, we get those squiggly letters we love to hate.
Legacy. But even with all the success, sensing some tension, things with eBay not so cozy anymore.
Sharp as ever. See, while PayPal was killing it on eBay, they were also helping people buy and sell outside eBay.
Oh, eBay was not going to like that.
Nope. So what do? Try to launch their own version of PayPal.
How'd that go?
About as well as you'd expect. They knew they couldn't beat PayPal at its own game. Cue the acquisition.
So acquisition time. How much did eBay end up shelling out for this whole online payment revolution?
Oh, they dug deep for this one. $1.5 billion. Not bad for a company that not so long ago was, dodging boardroom bullets and fighting off fake Mickeys.
Talk about a wild ride. But something tells me not everyone was celebrating. Some of those PayPal folks, didn't they see it as, selling out?
Oh, absolutely. For a lot of them, Thiel, Levchin, joining eBay, it was the end of an era. That scrappy, rebellious spirit, gone.
So what happened to that energy, that whole, change the world vibe?
It didn't disappear.
Yeah.
It evolved. Enter the PayPal Mafia.
Okay, now that's a name that means business. Are we talking, pinstripes and secret handshakes?
Not quite. More like
Yeah.
a who's who of Silicon Valley. Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, Reid Hoffman. The list goes on.
Wow.
These PayPal alumni. They went on to found and fund companies you probably use every day. YouTube, LinkedIn, Tesla, SpaceX.
Whoa. So it's like they took that PayPal chaos, that intensity, and spun it into, pure entrepreneurial gold.
Exactly. And it wasn't just the eBay money, though, that helped. It was the experience, the network. They were, a band of rebels who stormed the castle, learned how to run it, and then went out and conquered new lands.
That's quite the legacy. But what about PayPal itself? I mean, let's be real. Their reputation isn't exactly glowing these days. What happened?
Classic case of what got you here won't get you there. Right? That relentless focus on growth, disrupting everything, it came with a price. As PayPal got bigger, answering to shareholders, Wall Street, they started to resemble the very thing they were trying to disrupt.
The anti-bank became the bank.
In a way. We've seen it again and again.
Yeah.
Frozen accounts, fees going up, customer service nightmares. Remember that gun incident from our source?
Yeah.
Extreme example, but it shows the frustration.
And then there's that whole misinformation policy thing, threatening to fine people for what they say online. That's a lot.
Definitely raised eyebrows.
Yeah.
It shows the power these tech companies have now. They're not just processing payments, they're controlling information, commerce. And with great power, right, comes great responsibility. Some would say PayPal hasn't quite lived up to it.
So where does that leave us? Is it inevitable, even the most disruptive companies, they all become what they were fighting against?
That's the question, isn't it? PayPal's story reminds us, innovation never stops. What's radical today is normal tomorrow. And it's up to us, all of us, to keep asking the tough questions, to keep pushing for better ethical, aligned with our values.
That's a powerful thought. It's not just on the companies, it's on us too.
100%.
Well, that was quite a ride. From terrible idea to tech revolution to cautionary tale, PayPal's story has it all.
It really does. And its impact, for good or bad, still unfolding.
And that's all the time we have for today's deep dive into the wild world of PayPal. But trust me, this is one story you'll be thinking about long after you hit that unsubscribe button. Until next time.